Welcome back, True Seeker. This video is to remind you that this knowledge on this channel is not for swine. And we know when swine are here because we see comments like, one play rich. After Joe Burrow's dad, now you reaching. And you can see he doesn't even take the time to write the 2 extra letters for you in it. Anyhow, no, we're not reaching. For 8 straight years, I've been showing how all of these sports are huge rituals, and so often they are father-son rituals. You want a good father-son ritual, swine? Go back and look at the day that Ken Griffey Jr. passed Babe Ruth. There were all sorts of sports accomplishments that happened that day in history. June 17th, 94, the day of the O.J. Simpson Bronco chase. There's so much to say about it, but that day, Ken Griffey passed Babe Ruth, a major milestone, and he did it in 94, 68 days after his dad's birthday. The funny thing is, Seattle, Washington equals 68 forwards, 94 in reverse. Huge numbers that are used with that city in sports and news, ritualistically all the time. Like, for example, a construction firm from Seattle built the World Trade Centers where construction began in 68, and the World Trade Centers opened on the 94th day of 1973, April 4th, and they came down in an act of terror, and terror equals 68 and 94, forwards and backwards. Could go on all day about this stuff. Coronavirus coined in 68. The coronavirus pandemic begins in Seattle, 68-94 land, when coronavirus pandemic's 94. And Bill Gates declared a decade of vaccines a decade earlier on the 94th day of his age, and so on and so forth. Anyway, this is a father-son thing all throughout sports. Joe Burrow, I've been educating about how scripted his career is. The day that he transferred from Ohio State to LSU was the same exact day in history. On the same exact day, the only LSU player to ever win the Heisman and the championship over Clemson in New Orleans, just like Joe Burrow did, died. There's a lot more to it. These people are born into this. This stuff's scripted around them. They're trained for this their whole life, and these rituals are perfect. And the reason they can make sure a 54-yard field goal splits the uprights is because they got technology in the ball. Again, it's the Bengals' 54th season. They're playing the only 54 team, the Tennessee Titans. Today is 54 days after Joe Burrow's dad's birthday. Look it up. Look up Jim Burrow and measure from his birthday. You'll see it's 54 days later. We've been calling the Bengals games all season off 54 rituals, left and right. A lot of big upsets this year. So for the swine who comes in here and says, oh, now you're reaching, no, moron, you're just a mental midget who has zero capacity for this information and you're too stupid to see the obvious, okay? I have a million examples talking about father and son. To be coming in and doubting that in January 22nd, 2022 means you're behind the 8 ball by over 8 years for how long I've been showing this for and need to learn to shut the fuck up. Take that from the best teacher you'll ever have in your life. Might get somewhere, swine. Maybe by next week you won't be. Until next time. Oh, actually, not to mention, I'm giving you guys gems. I'm saying the score's about to be 9-6. Guess what Cincinnati equals in Gematria? Yeah, 96. What's 9 times 6? 54. Get with the program, swine. Until next time.